Usually August is a transition month between the summer and fall. In August, we cut back our herbs, harvest a lot of different medicinal flowers. That's when we dig out our potatoes, and some of our summer crops are just done producing, so we pull them out. Things like zucchini and beans. So in August, I have few empty spots here and there in my garden, and that means I can start planting and sowing seeds for my fall garden. So today I would like to share with you what I am planting for my fall garden and where I am doing this, what strategies I am using, and so on. And even though it's still hot outside and my summer garden is producing like crazy, giving me a lot of harvest, I have to start my fall garden now if I want to have beautiful and abundant harvests later on. Remember this place I have here on the side of the garage? Where I had tomatoes before by the wall, and then I had potatoes growing on the left. Well, now you can see these tomatoes are still green, not ripening. There's a lot of them like that. So I decided to switch them. Put tomatoes on the left, and the grow bags in which potatoes were growing went by the wall of my garage. So now let me show you what seeds I had planted right now in these grow bags. So in my fall garden there will be some black radishes in the first grow bag. That's what I planted. Second grow bag, I planted this radish. I'm not going to pronounce the name, it's impossible to read. Now this cottager carrot. Second one is amarillo carrot. The third variety of carrots is this Japanese long one. I also planted cosmic purple carrots and little fingers. Also, I planted 3 varieties of beets. Bull's blood is the first one. Second one is ruby queen. And the third one is this gnocchia, the striped ones. I also planted some turnips, the pink one and the white one. Now in my raised beds, I had planted more root crops. This cylindra beet I planted over here on one side of the raised bed division along the line, all the way by this pepper over here. And on the other side of this wood board, I planted Uzbek golden carrots all the way, same way as the beets. Now on the other side of the same raised bed, I planted another variety of carrots along the line over here. These are purple carrots and they are orange inside. Really nice variety, I love it. And over here between peppers I sprinkled some seeds of a corn salad, which is known by name mash, and some bok choy, which is a winter variety, so it can tolerate some cold. And in the other raised bed by my beans and other peppers, I planted more carrots over here, more beets. This variety is called Early Wonder Tall Top. I had it before. It's a good standard beet. I really like it. I also planted some tatsoi over here in the middle of the bed. Also, what fall garden can be without spinach? I decided to plant some mustard spinach since I like that spicy kick. So I planted it along over here in between these peppers. And on the other side I sowed some seeds of arugula. I really like arugula in salads, so it's a must-have in my spring and fall garden. More spinach I planted in this bed, and this is a matador spinach, which is a regular spinach with no flavors, and that's Mizuna, pink variety. I got it as a free seed and it was just a little bit, so I planted a little bit of Mizuna and most of the spinach. And lettuce. I had this package of this mix of different varieties of lettuce, and I decided to plant it here in this bed. So all the way over here I planted this whole package, and I'll try to harvest it as baby leaves because that's when it's most delicious. So after planting some root crops and greens, I decided to plant some peas. And over here I have growing beans already. They are producing and I'm harvesting them. And in the back I had cucumbers which I pulled out. You can see more beans over there. So I decided instead of those cucumbers to have peas for fall. So I just planted a row of I think there's 4 varieties here, 2 in one bed and 2 in the other one. And I had soaked my peas for a day just to speed up the germination. And now I will cover them a bit with soil and make sure to keep them moist for at least a week or so. So let me share which varieties I'm going to have this fall. First one is Lincoln peas. I've had this in the spring and I really like it. Now the next one is Lillian's peas, and it's also a great variety. Doesn't grow big but very productive. This one is called Sugar Bone, and over there is a traditional sugar snap peas. Now let's get to my green stalk towers. I have 2 of those and there are empty spots here, so I'm going to plant some red orach, which is a cool loving green vegetable, great for salads and cooking, just like spinach. I love having orach, especially this red one in my fall garden. It matches so well with other fall plants that it's just a must-have. Now in this cell over here and the one on the left, I'm going to plant some red Russian kale, another fall favorite of mine. So I'll just sprinkle some seeds. I'm overseeding because I'm not going to grow these to become a mature large plants. I will harvest all of these as baby plants, baby leaves, so I can allow myself to overseed. I still have some peppers growing in these green stalk towers, but in some of these where I had tomatoes, I pulled them out and now I'm planting these greens. So this is lettuce, and this variety of lettuce is called red sails, and another variety I'm planting is called bronze. I really like to have bronze lettuce in my fall garden. Also, I figured it's not going to hurt to have some more spinach, so I planted it in this cell over here and in this one right here. This is baby leaf variety. Then in this cell and that one I planted some chervil, which is a great fall herb. It likes cool weather. And this one and that one I planted this giant noble spinach. I had this one over winter before, so hopefully this year it will be the same. And here and there I planted this round leaf, which is Asian variety of spinach. I can always freeze extra spinach for winter, so I don't mind having a lot of it growing in my fall garden. I'm still planning to add more radishes in my fall garden and maybe even more peas. I will see how it goes, but for now that was my beginning of fall garden. What are you planting in your garden in August? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.